That's crazy.
Welcome everyone to the Outworld Order, where we are just gonna jump right into it. We have a lot to go over. Way too much happened in the past 2 weeks, to the point that we kept having to add shit on, even as the day progressed today. Getting hit with a trailer with way too many characters in it, a lot more confirmations, just adding to the list of characters we have to talk about here.
Gotcha grab that runs.
Ooh.
That was hype.
Oh yeah, that moves forward, but we'll get into that.
Moving forward, yeah.
We'll get into that later. I'm pissed off enough already getting corner carried by Jackson MKX every time he fucking touches me. But starting off the show with stress test.
Yes.
That stress test was so good and bad for the scene that it gave us and it showed us one of the best fighting games I think I've ever put my hands on, and I have never had bluer balls the Monday after.
Dude, that was like the saddest day in a very long time.
Because we all had to boot up a game that wasn't MK11.
Well, not even just that. When you first turn on your play, if you're me and you keep the application on and you just turn on your PlayStation, you could still see like the MK11 like intro where it's like AIs going up against each other, and then it just completely just shuts you out. And I just sat there. I was
I was really mad when I first started trying to play it because I kept getting, and I'm gonna blame everyone that wasn't in the United States that wasn't expected to play this, because originally they said that the United States was it only, and I try to connect and it says cert looking for opponent for like an hour.
Okay, wait, hold up.
This is your fault, Jer.
No, hold on. First of all,
imagine everyone's complaints on Twitter. Just imagine.
I opened my email on Friday morning. Lo and behold, the Canadian boy has a code. And then later in the day, somebody DM'd me asking me if I needed one. So I was meant to be in there, all right? If you didn't get in, hold that shit.
Everyone got a code.
Everyone.
I didn't. I had that. Someone gave me one. None of my emails got one. They sent me an actual code on one of my emails at 5:43 on Sunday. I was so pissed that it took
There were a lot of people that got it in that wave too. It's like it's like here's 6 hours left. Here's everyone else.
It's like, hey, you have 5 hours.
Even MKX Chrome probably got a code. So.
Oh my god.
He was probably one of the first.
Chrome was definitely in that ass.
He probably got a VIP code.
He works for NRS at this point.
Chrome.
So
yeah, well, we don't actually know his identity, so he could just be somebody that actually works at NRS.
He got a code, and so did the entire team behind the Mortal Kombat Encyclopedia.
Yo, they for real like left flyers on everyone's car at a Big E event one time, and it was like for the Combatpedia. Really? Oh yeah, there were like
they are.
Yeah, it was like NEC or something.
Thank you, Plagues, for that 4th month in a row subscription.
Thank you, love you.
I just show it right there. Yo, what's up, Eric?
I texted him. I'm like, bring me a Coke boy.
There's some short shorts back there, buddy.
They like your legs, sweetie.
Fucking tree trunks back there, just log after log.
The real swamp thing. Anyways, stop being distracted.
I'm sorry, I'm distracted by.
So Big D and I played the same character in the stress test. We both played Scarlet.
Gross.
She was great.
She was easy to catch on to. The B&B, as soon as it was posted, I was like doing it in no time. So.
The B&B was super easy. She just seemed a little bit too strong. I'm gonna be real honest with you. I really don't like how the blood tentacle, like you get hit by it and you just go skidding across the entire universe to the other side of the map.
Hit or block?
Well, you get hit by it.
Dude,
on block, there's not a lot of pushback.
Block had a lot of pushback on the tentacle.
Yeah, block had a lot of pushback.
And why does that slow blood ball re-stand airborne?
And it was active for 9 years.
Yeah, you could like I don't know. I just thought that was a little bit too much. Everything else with her seemed totally fine. She had gaps in her strings. A lot of her strings are punishable. All that stuff was cool, but that was a little bit too much. Oh, and Blood Trance having the length of a football field, the cell siphon. I don't know about all that either.
Yeah, you must feel right at home as an Ermac player, right?
And dude, even EX Push didn't have that range. You serious? Do you remember the cell siphon?
Yeah.
Do you remember EX Push?
EX Push was
I don't think he remembers it.
Was
think
this
he's
and
so
this
resigned.
Dude, I'm
Bro,
honest.
this is Ermac, right? This is in front of Ermac. You do EX push, I'm getting hit back here. Literally. What the fuck
then
are
I
you
can
talking
pop-
about, dude?
Hey, I never defended that. It cost
Yeah.
a bar though. Just
Anyways,
But no, Scarlet was really sick. But I feel like if you weren't playing the variation with Cell Siphon, you were playing it wrong.
Yeah.
But it's super early, so I don't
But
know.
she had some cool stuff to
Yeah.
where I saw people try to get experimentative. Her parry was really cool. And she had unique ways of playing that with Cell Siphon and with parry that and this was actually, I'm gonna give credit to a Foxy Grandpa. That's how I wanted to play her, but I sucked as her. But a Foxy Grandpa played her the same way of just gaining health back with Siphon and parry.
Yeah.
And just being unkillable.
Yeah.
And then, of course, there's the variation where it's all zoning, and then you put on Raining Blood, and you're doing extra damage in your zoning. Have a nice day, kid.
Well, the other thing, too, is that if you have any character that has a parry where it's like kind of fast of a startup, if you do a string that has a gap in it and you cancel into parry, would that blow up like flawless block reversals? You know, so like
I have a lot of
Scarlet's
questions about parry.
4-4-3, you can flawless block, but if you do 4-4-3 into parry, you're going to parry the flawless block reversal. So I feel like that could actually end up being super meta down the road. But for the stress test level of play that everyone was at,
3 days.
No, that was no.
3 days.
I think parry is like not that worth it right now. But
No,
down the
it's-
road, I could see it being really good.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It kind of reminded me of like in Injustice 2. Captain Cold, as we know, was really good as a counterpick character, but at the beginning
Yeah.
of the game's life, you couldn't do anything with him because he required too much work. Like, as somebody that wanted to play Captain Cold going into that game, I dropped him for
What?
Black Adam. So,
remember when we're gonna play Brainiac?
nah, I don't remember those allegations. so-
Yeah, you
allegations.
you actually before he was even announced, you were like saying you were gonna be the best Brainiac.
Yeah, I was. I was the best Brainiac in my house, at least, so that's something.
Congratulations, dude. I'm happy for you.
But my house has the internet. though.
We can't take Jer seriously until a game comes out. Like
You
he's
can
saying
never
he's
take me
saying
seriously.
Cassandra Cage right now, but then
Who else am I gonna
Sonya then Sonya's broken again, and
No,
he's
she
gonna
She doesn't have
he's gonna
grenades.
go
I
to
don't
Sonya.
care. She doesn't have grenades.
Oh my god.
I mean, so someone in the chat, Lord Winning. I think I actually played against Lord Winning in the stress test. Said that Dizzy posted himself punishing flawless block with the parry.
Did he actually?
Yeah, he
I kind of want to see that.
he punished a flawless block up too. I want to see that too. Lord Winning, if you have a link to that, I would love to
sick.
see that. Mid show,
um
add on another 20 minutes.
yeah with final round going on that weekend. I didn't have enough time I only had like before I went down there to play.
I felt
like, the
really
day
bad
of.
for Larry because of that too.
Yeah.
Like 9 people showed up for Injustice in Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, like Kiltron was there, and I remember like running into Kiltron's mom, and Kiltron's mom was like, "Yeah, he doesn't even want to stay here right now. He keeps saying, when can we go?" Like so that he can play.
It was
Stress
just
test,
bad
baby.
timing
the
with
stress
it.
test.
Which
So
is
now,
I know,
what did
I know.
you-
Gur didn't go. Like Gur was gonna go and like just to go win Injustice, and like didn't
No
go
point.
because stress test.
I mean,
I'd rather just play MK11 at my house, dude.
yeah.
it's
In
and
the
it was-
comfort of my
Decay,
own home.
Decay loved it. He was killing people with Baraka.
Oh, that brings it. So then, what do we think of Baraka?
Baraka was
Pretty
absolutely
good.
fantastic. I got that's who I got my hands on at the reveal. So I had kind of a basics going into that. Like my very first match, I felt like I knew more than my opponent, which is great. But no, he got flushed out so quick by so many people. You know, we had guys that had the game for a while. Rocket him. Jake went on like a 9-hour win streak with him. Bless Mustard, and he of the 3 characters had the most what felt like in 3 days of playing the game the most viable switch out of abilities. You could play him gutted. You could play him gutted with the blade charge. You can play him gutted with the back spike thing that was broke as hell.
But the problem is, don't play him without gutted.
Well, here's the thing: is that even without gutted, and you go command grab, and the low leg kebab felt equally as strong in my opinion. It was so good.
I didn't see the leg kebab used as much, so I'm actually not going to say anything about that.
That is all I used on day 3, and I felt like I was playing even better than with gutted. With gutted, it's just like Scarlet, where once you get him with that BMB, breakaway is going to be coming because they don't want to eat half their health. They don't want to eat shit and die.
Yeah.
Which is what Gutted does, unfortunately. But with the command grab and the leg kebab, it takes away breakaway entirely.
Interesting.
Leg kebab restands in the plus 17 on hit. No matter where, no matter what, safe on block.
Does it leave you standing next to your opponent?
Mid screen, it's hard to check with a mix up, but it's still guaranteed pressure. In the corner, it's right on you where you just shred them, mix them to death.
So it's definitely good.
Yeah, that plus having a command grab to open you up with 3 to 4 tick throws, and it goes half screen, was disgusting. It actually felt really good to play in that way, and once again, but I forgot what it's called, like the back barrage where he throws the spikes.
Yeah,
that was considered when talking with all the Barakas the strongest move that he has.
Easily. What is it, like 8 frames or something?
8 frames minus 7 on block with pushback, and it hits everything. Scorpion teleporting.
Yeah, no, that was easily the best anti-air special move NRS has ever designed.
Yeah,
out of any game, it just, you look at it, you're like, what the hell am I looking at?
Baraka felt so I don't know if I would, because he did struggle a bit against Scarlet zoning, but Blade Spark is so fast. Once he gets in about half screen, he actually kind of outzones her because of the speeds of the projectile. So you know, the first 2 days I complained about Scarlet zoning bad. I was like, this bitch.
I mean, it is really strong.
But you know, figuring out playing it more like Street Fighter in the sense was getting mid screen. And Blade Spark caught the startup of the bubble, of the tongue, and then they would just not appear. Like, if you actually hit her at the startup, they don't appear. And then you just kind of work your way in that way. And I felt like Baraka was incredibly viable just from when I played. Really strong character.
Yeah. Well, it's 4-4 as well. It's just nutty.
Yeah.
But that's a whole nother conversation.
Let's half screen mids. I mean,
did anyone here play Scorpion?
Yeah, that's all.
Someone did.
Okay.
Yeah, I played like 18 hours of Scorpion only, like 330 games or something.
How was it?
He plays footsies.
Back one.
He plays
no, okay.
footsies.
So like,
he plays back one.
I think out of all the 3 beta characters, he was the worst. But that doesn't mean anything.
Right.
He basically, like, I know a lot of people felt like Misery Blade was the only way to play him, but after I watched matches with like Dragon and Kerbo playing, I think the chain thing is kind of good.
Yeah.
Chain reaction's good.
It seems pretty good, but I think Chain Reaction and Misery Blade were by far the strongest moves. I played Misery Blade with the like the dash he has, and I almost never used the dash. It was just there to be there.
I never saw a lot of things outside of Misery Blade. People that played Misery Blade? Yeah.
You don't need to, because
exactly.
There's so many things. Like, everything he does is unsafe, but back one Misery Blade at max range is safe, and it baits into everything else that he has.
He also has a ridiculous walkback speed. I want to bring that up real quick.
His walkback is really good. A lot of times I would just do back one Misery Blade cancel walkback, and somebody would press, and then it's just a free combo.
It's a good
I did that, by the way.
It's really, really good.
I pressed right there.
I think into corner he's actually insane. Because Misery Blade 3 is like plus on block, plus like 5 million on hit. So if anybody tries to poke you out of that. Another thing deceptively good about him was his back 3, like the overhead. It's safe, and it's supposed to be reactable because it's like 20-something frames, but you ain't reacting to that shit.
Nah.
Like, it leads into like a splat for some reason. And like, nobody was really... Like, everybody that used the dash was ending their combos in dash, but if you actually end a combo in just regular spear and it hits on the ground, you get a free back 2, which is like the rising blade thing. If they block, it's a Misery Blade. If they jump, they get hit. And if they delay wake up, it whiffs and you're safe. Nobody else was doing that, but I found that after like 100 games, I was like, oh, this is like...
How big is the damage sacrifice? Do you remember?
There's no... No, it's negligible. It doesn't matter.
Okay,
so it's either you can end a combo in EX Spear and then do like 1-1 or something, or like end in like 1-1 teleport, because then you're like plus 12 on hit or something, or you could just end in a knockdown with them in the corner and you mediating their body. So like, It was really good, and grabs are like insane in this game. So
we'll have to wait and see in a future build how Scorpion is with his frame data, because I'm sure a lot of that was like a super early build.
I hope they change something. He apparently in the from what Hayate was telling me, in like the build they played at the reveal, back 1-4-3, like the kick was actually safe.
I think it should be.
One of the options should be safe, I think. Yeah. But like you can press before me, I don't care. Yeah. But like at least so I don't like die on block of every option.
Yep.
Especially if you do that, what is it, back 3-2, the low into the overhead. Like that string right there, you could literally neutral jump through the gap between back 3 and the 2. Like the low and the overhead, there's a huge gap. You could do that. And I don't know why no one was doing that, but for that to happen, if you get away with that, you should be able to be safe, pretty much.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. So let's leave that into like real quick, because we have so much to get through.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
Why don't we each say something that we're like not so fond of, but we'd like to see improved, like when the beta comes out. I mean, I kind of already stated I just didn't like the wait time. Like it seemed like I would have looking for opponent and I would switch to found opponent, and then go right back to looking for opponent. Yeah. Like I had that a lot.
It did go down a couple times too for a few hours.
Yeah, and that's what I figured. Like hopefully the stress test allowed them to see. So like when the beta, goes live on Wednesday, that problem is less. I have faith in them.
Are we talking about like mechanics or just in general?
Just one thing. All
right, I think universal jump kicks need to be nerfed very badly. They are just too good. All of them are just too good. Baraka, Scarlets, all that. Mm-hmm. It should not be that plus. It should not be that active. That's it. That's all I got.
It's hard to think of negatives because I actually like the game a lot. And like this is a game I've liked for like a fighting game I've liked for the first time in years.
It could even be something that's not bad about the game. It could be like something you experienced during the stress test.
Honestly, the only thing I didn't like, it's kind of riding off what Ryan said about jump kicks, but like jump ins being extremely plus on block. Mm-hmm. Like I lost a lot of neutral situations if I miss it. Like if I just did an anti-air for whatever reason because I was conditioned, then they come in with like a jump and punch and like I'm just like still blocking. It's fine, but that would be cool to be checked out.
They don't need to be nerfed by much, but they do need to be touched. So that's it.
Yeah, don't be like plus 5,000 on block. Like
yeah, pretty simple.
Mine's actually pretty unique. One of my biggest gripes was that I felt like pokes and hit stuns should have been higher because there was a lot, and I put an emphasis on a lot, and I'm guilty of it because I'm a masher. A lot of situations where you would gain hit stun and it felt almost impossible to follow it up with a high.
Yeah.
And you immediately lost all pressure because you felt like you were in a position to be very plus and you went to press a stand 1 and you get down 2'd into losers. And just little things like that. I felt like MKX had it really good to where, if you hit a down 1 on hit, you're able to follow it up, but you had to learn the frame data of how plus a down 1 is. But down 1s didn't feel plus on hit at all. And so, if you were trying to hit confirm a down 1 into pressure, that didn't really exist in the beta or the stress test to me.
I felt it led to like scenarios where people would just be like in down 1 wars mid-screen until somebody blocked down 1 and you were out of that poke range, and then you would kind of reset the footsies a little bit.
Right. Because it was hard for both people in that situation, right?
Oh yeah,
it was hard for both of them to get a down 1 on hit and then get pressure after without the other person matching another down 1.
Yeah, exactly.
So
we'll see. It was an early build.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
But we're gonna get into all these character reveals that just happened. We're gonna start with Jackie, who kind of shook the community a little bit more than people might have thought. I'm not gonna lie to you, I still don't like her. I don't care about that character. But her design was pretty interesting.
Yeah.
So I don't know what you guys feel about the character.
I like that she has a Muay Thai stance now. It was cool. Like you got to actually see her do some of like the moves. Like there's one where she like puts him in a hold. She does like one of these things. Yeah, that's like an actual Muay Thai move.
Sagat grab, dude.
Yeah. No, that's like some real shit. And like you saw like different things. There are a couple of like things I didn't like, and I'll start with those first because like I think there's way more I liked than I didn't like. I thought some animations were clunky. Like I mean it's NRS, right? Like NRS is great at making games and stuff like that, but we know there's always like those animations because it's Mortal Kombat that don't necessarily make sense in real life. Like there's like one the grab starts really cool, but then she like jumps down, like shoots down on them. That one was a little weird, and then there was like the one that's kind of like a flash kick.
Yeah,
that one was a little like wonky. But other than that, I don't know. It was overall like and the outfits too. Like people were like saying the dress is like it definitely looks like almost like Wakanda kind of shit. Like it's like super high tech looking, and then like the hair. I know like black women I know like were saying how they're happy. It looks like she actually has like a blowout. Like they actually listen to like maybe people that aren't white to like do the hair and stuff. And then the second hairstyle looked cool too. It's like looks like waves like braided in the back. So
I was digging the dress one that they showed.
Her
fatal blow was like top 2 for me.
It was great.
Yeah, I liked them.
So sick. How the bullets go through and then bounce off the plasma coming back, dude. That was
also
too cool.
The fatality was cool too.
The fatality using that grid with the heart pump.
13 ghosts.
Yeah, 13 ghosts.
Yeah,
that's the first thing I
thought. Movie, by the way. Great movie.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I was like, 13 Ghosts. I'm like, Monk is in a horror movie. Anyways,
dude, it was so sick. I will say there's a lot of things like those cancels. I need to see more.
I need to see more. Her rockets had no recovery.
Yeah, just like the old days. Dude.
Wait a minute. And she has up rocket, straight rocket, backward, forward rocket, tracking
backward,
rocket.
Forward rocket.
But the rockets look to be a bit fast with no recovery.
Yeah.
But I'm optimistic. I'm not going to get too scared.
Yeah.
And then she was Cheetah for a couple minutes.
Yeah, that leap, dude.
I don't like that.
Which scared me because of how fundamentally sound the game is from a neutral standpoint on the ground. That's gonna break meta.
Yeah.
Shout out to Alcatraz.
Somewhere in the world,
Full Auto's the new one to have that move though, because Full Auto's gonna be playing her.
This is gonna get rated R.
Oh,
somewhere in the world, Brevin Leafing's in the corner just getting off. Okay, let's just call it what it is. He's just like, yeah, fuck playing.
No one
neutral.
was more excited for Jackie
I'm going in.
than those two. Or even just more of them.
Actually, okay, so like Matt Ekidis, he played Jackie all of MKX, even though we told him to drop that trash character, but he didn't.
Did he really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he did.
Revolver too.
Yeah, and going into this, he was like, yeah, I'm going to play whoever. I'm not going to be sticking to one character or whatever. They showed Jackie, and he's like, yeah, I lied. I'm sorry, guys. I'm playing Jackie. And I was like...
I mean, if you like Jackie and MKX, you're going to love Jackie and MK11. Right?
Yeah,
I mean,
she's 5 million times cooler now than she was.
Yeah.
Like way cooler. I liked, there was somebody, like, saying to one of the devs, like, how, like, oh, why would you add Jackie? She's so boring. Like, this character would be so much more hype. And they replied with somebody's post of like the story scene where like she like goes in and like fucking beats like the living shit out of like a shitload of these like enemy
like
soldier
100
things.
of them,
yeah.
She went up.
And then it's like, dude, like she looks so much cooler just like in the little bit we've seen of her than like all of MK.
Yeah, she does.
Well, because no normal no casual dude online has the mentality we do where we're thinking, even though a character may have sucked in the past, they could be totally reinvented into someone cool. Which brings me to my next character, Total, who I'm not gonna lie, thought was trash story-wise in MKX.
Those are fighting words.
Mad cool in MK11. I'm just gonna kind of like let Aquaman just go.
If you guys want, you give your initial thoughts on Total before I do.
He looks sick as fuck, man.
I'm telling you right now, I'm
really
flawless
cool.
blocking every single one of those strings except the headbutt one. Those sword normals look really slow, but the animations and the sound effects fucking got me. I thought that was so sick.
So, my opinion, I think he looks slow, which is like something we already said. Overall, his like look is cool as fuck. Like that. If you don't think he looks cool, then I don't know what
wrong with you.
Bro,
I don't know.
When he's just sitting there.
Yeah, he looks amazing. things that I thought could have been better. I wasn't that impressed by his crushing blow or whatever, fatal blow.
Yeah,
And I thought his fatality was whatever. Like, it started out cool, like the head back and like stuff, and the altar. I thought he was like gonna sacrifice.
I thought he was gonna sacrifice her also. As,
that
you know,
would have been
Aztec,
so cool. But then the head thing, I was like, nah, it wasn't as hype, honestly.
I don't even remember what it is.
The more that I watched
like, when does he?
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, the more I watched it, the more I enjoyed it, and it actually made me chuckle because I didn't hear it the first time because I was screaming like a little girl.
I imagine.
Shut up, Jer.
I low key want to go back and watch your reaction.
But he was the totem he summons laughs. It's like, and it takes.
Does it really?
Yeah,
I didn't even catch that.
The actual totem that he summons, like it's like, and it just kills him.
Oh yeah. Someone in the chat said that bear hat is a tribute to Nightwolf, and I hate that they did that.
Yeah, it is. Going back.
They should have made it bigger.
Dude, his headdress touches the game clock.
That being said, Kotal is as big as the screen. He is a
no. I'm saying the bear head
thing
or wolf head, whatever it was. It wasn't that big. It looked like a little baseball cap on his head.
I hated it.
So a couple things to touch on. Kotal design was absolutely beautiful. The way that they kind of added a more modern take on these traditional tribal wear that he has, and it's a lot smoother, it's a lot sleeker, it's a lot more put together, I think, than MKX, which is very old school, which went with the lore. If you guys ever read the comics, Kotal Khan, the Aztec ways are the Aztec ways, but he actually traveled to Earthrealm to the time of the Aztecs and ruled the Aztec people and taught them the Aztec ways, and that's where the Aztecs come from. It's kind of cool how that happened that way, and so it's very old school, very I don't know what era that is, but like olden times. But he looks a lot more modern now. It has actual armor on there rather than just cloth and bone like that was protecting your diesel ass in MKX. It's not a lot more feathers in the helmet just for the hell of it, and it looks like he put on about 50 pounds of solid mass.
Oh yeah, dude, he's been
one of the best too. I wanted to say animations I've seen in the game. One of them's the one where he like grabs them and like uses the paddle, but like it's like you feel it like when he's like sawing them. Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. You know that's brutality.
I had a great reaction to that where I zoomed in on my screen. I'd look closer of him just gnawing on the person. I love that the archetype of Kotal is kind of still there, of very, very, very advancing strings, to the point that it kind of scared me when they did that first one, and I'm like, that first normal's 3/4 fucking screen. That's kind of actually ridiculous.
What was that?
Well, it looked like he got a lot of his, like, it looked like he got a lot back that he had in MK, like X, like certain moves. Like
they really stayed true to what they made.
So in MK11, thinking about Kotal for the past couple of years and how they would implement it in this new system, I was like, from what it sounds like, is that you can build a Kotal that's all 3 variations from MKX, and it's exactly what it is. He has Command Grab, which is Sun God. He has the totems,
stacking
which is
totems.
Stackable totems.
And War God's technically built in because paddle is used in almost everything that he does. Well, sword now. And I did kind of miss the old school sword design, but that thing's pretty fucking gnarly. Just being a nice solid piece of blades. It's a Final Fantasy.
Also, he's a kitty. He's a kitty cat.
Yep, and at the end of the Jaguar stuff, which to me as a competitor that's going to be playing Kotal Khan no matter what, I'm probably not going to be playing with a lot of that Panther stuff because of how strong, stacking 4 different kinds of totems are in conjunction with having a command grab that for some reason ticked off of a half screen low. Just a lot of things that I noticed during the gameplay were absolutely ridiculous. But being able to have totems and that command throw are going to be incredibly strong for a variation built. But we'll have to see how the Jaguar comes to play. It did have a party crasher. It does look like it gives him a lot of mobility against zoners, which could be a problem, as he's always had a problem against zoning with his projectile being kind of ass. They did speed it up. That Sun Disc, they did add a variation where it's weird, where he does a Olympic
like the
360 turn into it, which it seems kind of useless that they would just make it slower.
Shout out to Rome, dude.
Rather than faster, yeah. The fucking Greco-Roman Olympics where he's tossing a disc for 20 feet.
He was there actually.
He may have been. But I absolutely love his design. I love everything about him. They got Phil Lamar back to voice some very iconic person in the industry to voice him. He's voiced Aquaman. He's voiced Jon Stewart. He was Hermes Conrad, for God's sakes. If you guys get that
I know
reference.
you fanboy pretty hard.
Futurama, by the way.
Yeah, Futurama, by the way. I love everything about him. I do agree with Amanda that the crushing blow. I'm sorry, the fatal blow and the fatality were a little lackluster in comparison to the gameplay and the character design. So I'm curious to see the second fatality. But I did enjoy in the fatal blow that he used a lot of things, and he summoned a giant fucking totem out of nowhere just to hammer a sword into you.
Yeah, that was like I'm not. It
was unnecessary, but it was.
I'm not sold 100% by the summonings. Like I get that he could summon like the discs to throw in the last game, but like other than that, he didn't really materialize things out of fucking thin air.
Yeah. Discs and
like,
totems were about
it's not as like I don't know. It's not as feels. That's why I was like disappointed in the fatality with like because he could have just like went up to them, like ripped open their neck, drank their blood, and like pulled out their heart or something. I don't know. Like that would have been
something a little bit more like to his character rather than making things appear out of thin air, which he's never done before. But we also don't know if there's something in the story that's like that. It's a brand new character, and they get to kind of develop him however they want. Yeah,
and it seems like, and not in I guess in the most literal term, I guess
he'll probably have some of the best brutality, so it's whatever.
He's been hitting the gym. And I mean that not in that we talked about how much bigger he is with his fucking muscles because he's gigantic, but in the sense that he could have leveled up, his abilities because he can turn into a fucking jaguar now. Also, he has a really good intro into the match right out of the gate where he just pounces in. So I feel like they're kind of developing how they want Kotal to be moving forward if they do move forward with him, and just kind of. And he is a con after all. They may just be just like, fuck it, let's just make him really fucking strong and be able to do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
And build on that Oshtek lore, because the Oshtek lore is really cool if you read the comics. To Big D's credit, when we first talked about Kotal, in that he was very lackluster in MKX, especially the story. He was a bitch. My man was a bitch. And so far in MKX, they've kind of turned that around. His fight with Shao Kahn that they teased was fucking awesome, and that was just a teaser, and Kotal Khan's about to sunblast the fuck out of them rocks and continue that fight.
Dude, there's no universe where Kotal went or where Kotal beats Shao Kahn. It doesn't happen.
Well, that
I
is
hope
also
Shao Kahn bodies him for what he did to Rain.
Yeah.
Well, for what Rain did to himself, he should have picked better on sides. Okay.
Wow.
Okay, dude.
You were a Rain main in MK9.
Still am, by the way.
Stinky traitor.
What did I do? Play him in MKX and MK11?
Listen, you need to watch out. The Rain
community
on Twitter is harassing the devs right now, but we can just say, hey, Mr. Aquaman's hating on Rain over here. They'll all flock to you. It's like ants on like peanut butter or something.
Let him come at me. I'm gonna tell him the same thing I did. Where were you?
The Rain eggs, dude.
I was playing Rain, dude.
Where were you in
playing
MK9?
Rain, mashing button.
Going 0-2 at tournaments because your character didn't have a winning matchup?
Stop. I'm not
Hey, Foxy did some good shit with Rain.
Online in
Junior
the EU?
won a major with Rain, just saying.
Pre-patch. Cancels were broken
That's true.
Cancels were broken.
True. They were really broken.
When he won, there was like no gap. There was nothing. There's nothing to
anyway,
do. I guess 4 roundhouse canceled, by the way.
We're going to do the 3 quick characters that we
let's
Jax, Lou, and...
think you're bad.
Overall, I love Kotal, that's it. But right before we went live...
You ain't bad.
Big D's talking about him. We got dropped with another gameplay, or story trailer. And I'll let you take that away, Big D.
I mean... It's characters that we saw like in the original story trailer. We saw quick glimpses of Kung Lao and Liu Kang, but we didn't see Jax. And Jax was one that's like everyone's like, where the hell is Jax? And then you saw that little with Jackie when the render came out, and then you saw like the bio and it mentioned Jax.
Yep.
And then everyone freaked out, but no one knew like what was going on with that. Then you saw not one but 2 Jaxes.
Yeah.
Past, day, and present, which by the way, that whole trailer was sick.
It was great.
Between the 2 Cages, the 2 Sonyas, all of it was just super sick.
It was sick. Also, you saw Unmasked Aaron Black in it.
Yeah, that looked really good.
I was 50-50 on that. I didn't know
also,
if I
Garrus
liked
looked like
much.
a fucking badass in that trailer. That was great.
Man,
I was like,
cool.
fucking yeah.
Man was getting chopped up, dude.
Yeah.
No big deal. Unaffected.
Liu Kang's fatal
That's like
blow
a-
with the dragon was
Oh, that was
Dude,
gorgeous.
it's insane.
Fucking
it was crazy.
Kung Lao throwing Thunderbolt at Onyx against Geras right there, ineffective apparently. It's
Jesus
fantastic.
Christ.
Garrus just got back up as if
Yeah,
nothing
he's like,
happened.
"What'd you? Oh, you beheaded me? Doesn't work, man."
I also did not. I know I don't want to be that guy. I hated Kung Lao's face in this trailer. I know it's going to be fixed.
What?
But if you looked at it, it bothered me.
I don't know. I didn't notice
It
anything.
looks like almost unproportionate, but I know they're
Ah.
gonna fix it. Everything's fine.
I don't know.
But I
As
just really
somebody
didn't
who's
like it.
never really cared much about Kung Lao, that was like the last thing I was looking at in that trailer.
All right, I have to agree.
Definitely,
Damn.
yeah. I was definitely checking out Daddy Lou in the beginning.
Damn, Lou
Alright.
was looking mad good.
Yeah,
Katana was
Lou,
looking
like-
way different.
Like the sand comes out and it's like Lou like there. He's like, and he's like all like oiled up. He's all oiled up.
Mm.
I don't know where this conversation's going.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to do this.
Taste the dragon.
I guess I can talk
Ooh.
about how good living Katana looked.
Yeah,
but
no,
the
Katana.
only-
No, Katana. I will say Katana looked amazing.
Yeah,
So
but-
I don't think the fan was like fully rendered in it though. Too like the fan that was like with her,
It
it
looks
looked
kinda
like
weird.
either weird lighting or something.
she was the only new character we didn't see gameplay for that would tell us she's in the actual game.
Yeah.
Liu Kang, Lao, and Jax, we all saw something that was in the game that let us know
Yeah.
that they're playable. Katana still, I would say, is not confirmed yet 100% until we see something that tells us otherwise.
She's not.
We
confirmed
did.
100%
She's
playable.
already confirmed.
Where?
Not playable.
The story trailer clip that had Cassie where she is talking to her, she's talking to her and she goes, Katana, Empress of the Dead.
Yeah, but
Could she
that's
be?
not.
Or
That's an intro.
Or wait a minute. Or did like Shao Kahn walk up and go, "What'd you say about my daughter, bitch?" or something
Bitch.
to
Bitch, he said.
to get Cassie to say,
Get
Katana.
the fuck out of here.
"Yep."
I don't know. I'm
Or
not convinced.
just to set everyone off, is Melina going in?
Don't
just-
you ever?
Okay.
God, yo, Melina impersonating Katana? Stop.
There's more of a chance
Exactly.
of Chrome being in this game than Melina being in the game at this point, okay?
Chrome for MK11. Go vote.
Alright.
Anyway.
Testromite.com.
Just right
Sign the petition.
Can we
Sign
please
the
talk about
petition.
Noob? Can we please?
No,
No,
wait,
not
wait.
yet.
Not
We're not
yet.
Why?
Because we're gonna
Talking
get hyped
about
for
these
Noob.
three.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
There's
just
nothing else to say. We didn't see.
No, we
it.
do. Wait.
Whoa. First of
Yeah.
all, we didn't talk about Jax with his beard.
Jackson
Old man
beard,
Jax?
and
Sure.
Old man Jax.
if you noticed, it looks like Jax, the older Jax, and he has the Chronica style armor on,
Mm-hmm.
which
Mhm.
begs to ask a couple of questions.
Mhm.
Is Jax one of Chronica's goons? And how
He
the hell
might
did that happen?
He
Did
might be being recruited. Maybe he believes in her
That's
cause.
Jax hasn't done one thing that hasn't been mind controlled by someone else in like 4 games, apparently. Being a Revenant last game and just getting sucked into a time goddess this game, apparently. Poor Jax.
Dude,
I-
he's
Give him
probably
his own
so
thoughts. Give him
From a
his own.
perspective of the story trailers, like the one with Chronica where she's like saying how she's like recruiting people and stuff. He might have just been like she might be like you know how like crazy dictators somehow recruit people that aren't necessarily crazy. They're just gullible. Maybe Jax wants to change the past. Maybe like he
Possible.
is unhappy that all this shit went down that happened. Maybe he wants to be a better dad or something. I don't know. But
Maybe she was like, I've seen 700 futures and you die in every single one of them.
yeah, you become this revenant.
Want to
fucker.
change it?
You know what? That could be
No.
it. Actually, maybe he joins Chronica because he doesn't want to have the memories of being a Revenant.
That is, yeah.
Maybe.
That
Maybe.
because that haunted
That's
That's
some
possible.
messed up
Yeah,
shit,
story.
man.
That's it. Dude, that turned him into a farmer, dude.
Turn him
He
into a
went-
farmer,
Yeah.
exactly.
Why not? He was retired, dude.
Dude,
He was
let him
out there-
go back.
Bro, he was out
Put
there.
him in his overalls.
He was cake coned out in the field without like a tractor or anything. His arms obviously don't get tired, right? So he was just harvesting with just his arms.
He was
dude.
just harvesting with a scythe, just manually.
Yeah, dude, he was
miles
so
of field,
Hell yeah, brother.
keeping those arms in shape. Fucking children of the corn in there, Malachi
Piece
scything
of-
all the
piece
corn
of
husks.
wheat in his mouth at all times, dude.
All right,
Anyway.
and To the person in the chat, no, Melina was not our. You're wrong. Let's go next.
Yeah, how?
God,
Melina is not leaked. Melina is as dead can
Like,
be.
she's literally as dead as fucking a bug that you step on. I don't know. She's just dead. Okay.
She was not in that achievement list. Achievement list. If I
The
remember
least.
correctly. Least.
The
I bet.
least. I gotta sign the least.
Yeah,
again,
she was not on that leak, if I remember correctly. If I remember correctly. But
Not
also there were things on there that haven't come to fruition either.
Mercies. Anyway.
Who? Anyways, Noob Saibot.
Noob Saibot?
This is not an Overwatch show. Let's get to what ended up being one of the. This has to be the hypest character reveal that's happened to date.
Easily.
Yeah, it's not even close.
He was so fucking cool, man. He was so sick. But not sold on the voice acting. The voice is fine.
They need to add. I don't know who was it.
The delivery just wasn't there for me. I don't know. What
it was somebody. I don't know if it was TQT or somebody else edited like an echo or something onto his voice, and it made it sound like way cooler. Like, I think the voice is cool. Like,
he sounds like an orc from like Lord of the Rings, which makes
sense.
He
sounds like a ring wraith.
Yeah, a ring wraith, which with WB makes sense because they make all the Lord of the Rings games.
Yeah, exactly. So like, I thought when I heard his voice, like I was in my room popping off, dude. Like,
I thought it was cool.
Man's
sick. I just liked pretty much everything about it, and he seems like he has almost everything from MK9.
Yeah,
portals.
Yeah,
low clone. Tackle clone, air clone. I mean, the anti-air clone.
Yep. And add the clones on top of that. He has an aerial one that's going down. All of his strings were fucking gorgeous.
I wonder,
oh my goodness,
if those strings are going to have disjointed hitboxes.
I hope not.
That covers a lot of range, man.
Yep.
That's
a lot of range. Are the shadows going to be hittable? Will they have a hurt box? Questions that we're
you know when the trailer starts with his long range hitting low.
Yeah.
Oh,
the first thing I thought of was Kenshi forward 3 from MK9 and how fucking disjointed that forward 3 was. It like really crab walk into like forward 3, hold this toe, like
hold this.
That's all I can think of.
And the phantom hitbox on it above everything else.
And dude, that was literally it. Like phantom hitbox and 40% you're in the corner and you're not getting out.
He also seemed to have really good access to longer combos, which means that his damage might not be crazy, but we'll have to see.
It'll be better.
Yeah, we'll have to see. But he definitely was one of the combo characters that we've seen so far. A lot of people want Noob Saibot back, but this character, I'd never seen so many people talk about a character reveal until this.
Oh, it blew up.
Yeah,
and that's when you know they hit it out of the park, when they got so many people talking about that character.
Yes.
And besides the character itself in that video, that stage was ridiculous. I know you're upset about Cyber Sub-Zero being picked apart.
Listen,
but man, that stage was gorgeous.
My man's is hung up like Jesus Christ in the background. What did he die for? Nothing.
No, nothing.
Hold on.
Well,
I have a guest thing for you guys right now.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, wait.
Lord Decay, everyone.
What up, Kay?
Lord Decay.
What's up?
I gotta do my Dr. Claw.
What?
Wait, hold up.
The Dr. Claw.
Oh my god.
New Cybot in the building.
That was actually godlike.
Yeah, that was great.
That was actually really good.
He kept sending messages like that to people the day he got revealed. So I had to have him do it for you guys.
Did that sound like Venom to you guys? Like the trailer? Did that sound a little bit like Venom?
Wait, Eric or the trailer?
Oh, the trailer.
The Eric kind of sounded like.
But it did. That's the first thing I thought of, was like, it sounds like Venom. And I was over Toxin's house when we were watching it, and he said the same exact thing.
Nah, I'll have to rewatch it.
Do you guys have a Noob Saibot impression?
No. God, no. I'm too sober for that.
I feel like I would be the one that'd be able to do it, but I haven't fought.
Here's the best.
Do something pretty unique with your.
He's the best King Kai. He's the best King Kai voice
cool.
impersonator.
I haven't worked on like a ring wraith Noob Saibot voice.
You ready?
You have to get really low with your voice.
That wasn't as good as the case.
And You have to
Jared,
get
didn't you
really
win
dark
like a
with it.
competition
Me?
with like King Kai's voice?
Yeah.
I just wanted to
He said
remember
yeah.
that.
Nando's, yeah. I'm not doing it, but yeah.
No, I was
can-
just saying. Just wanted to point that out. that
It
you
exists
probably
somewhere.
could.
You can hear
Yeah,
it.
there's a clip of it on Red Ribbon Tweet Twitter. You didn't hear it from
Go
me.
listen. Go listen.
Yeah,
To that.
I saw it. It was great.
I'm
It was
gonna
awesome.
find it. I'm
That
gonna
shit is
dig through the
stupid as
archives
hell.
to find it.
I can find it.
Yeah.
Another thing on that stage though is the left side of the stage is deconstructed Cyrax, which like nobody talked about at first
Yep.
until I rewatched it, and like Noob just picks up his like blade arm, and I was like, oh, like rip Cyrax.
And you actually
Rip
see
Cyrax.
Cyrax's arms like
Yeah.
laying down next
Rest,
to it. It was
rest in
interesting.
pieces.
That's actually really cool, and I guess it deconfirms like robots as a character, like any character, which I think
But-
is like. something.
But if you notice in the background, if it was Cyber in the center, a lot of people are saying Hydro. But anyways,
I just cracked my knee. Ugh.
Hydro,
disgusting.
please.
Is that it seems like that one's being put together or given life because in the middle of the fight you see a robotic arm bring a spine to the robot and put the spine into it. So that
Interesting.
lets know
Okay.
that's kind of a building facility of what could be the resurrection of to what Ketchup and Mustard would be giddy over, which is the Takunin, the robotic essential version of the Link Way, which only exists after MKX through Triborg.
Yeah.
Everything else was decommissioned by Sub-Zero and kind of eliminated. But Triborg at the end of MKX kind of continues and rebuilds the Takunin from the ground up. Everyone's like Sub-Zero's not a robot anymore, so it deconfirms Cyber Sub-Zero. Triborg isn't any of the original hosts.
No.
It's just a robot with all of the qualities.
Mhm.
And so as long as he has those qualities downloaded, he can reproduce it. And so he could definitely make an army of Sector Cyraxes, Smokes, and Cyber Sub-Zeros and blank robots. And we've seen a lot of robots in the story trailers. A lot of people fighting just regular Takunin warriors, and it's pretty cool. They seem to be doing a lot with that story. That's gonna be like some Game of Thrones shit.
I mean, I like it. I like that whole kind of like, not even a tangent, just that whole side of the story is just really interesting to me. But that was easily my favorite stage that I've seen so far.
Oh yeah, it's like
It's like,
gorgeous.
it was too cool.
I'm just glad like we didn't see Cyber Smoke, so
I mean,
Please.
there's still
Please
hope.
please give Smoke, please.
You never know, man.
And the most exciting for me, more exciting than Noob for me.
More exciting than
was
Noob for yeah. Get
For
into
me.
it. Amanda, do it. Let it rip.
Shang Tsung, dude.
Woo.
Hello,
Carry the God, by the way.
Harry, dude. Your soul is mine.
The original Shang Tsung is literally voicing the character in this game. That's like crazy to
And
me.
is the character.
Yeah. He
Dude.
is
Yeah,
It's
like,
actually
it
him.
looks like him. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And now everyone's like,
Daddy
yo, he needs to become the
Tsung,
combo
dude.
breaker.
And yeah,
Dude,
he
he's gonna come to Combo Breaker. It has begun.
I'm gonna
Dude.
freak
I
right out.
will
I'm gonna literally freak
fucking
right out.
scream,
Having
dude.
having grown up on those movies as a little fucking kid, and
Mm-hmm.
having my mom rent that movie from fucking Blockbuster
Yeah, shut up, Blockbuster.
for
Shut up,
$20. Anyways,
Shut up, Blockbuster.
We should have him to go to CEO though, and be like the person who hosts like the top 8 in the
announcer?
ring.
that'd be pretty sick.
Yeah, be like, no, come
I want-
in.
I want that to be him, but I also want that to be Joshua Gray too. So
Oh
I'm
yeah,
really
I mean Josh is
fine.
probably gonna do it anyway. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I'm saying like if there's anyone other than Josh, it would definitely have to be Shang Tsung.
But if Carrie gets like a whole intro and there's like like smoke machines and shit for the stage, and then he just like raises his arms and says
That would
that,
be godlike.
and then they start the top
And he has
8,
the jacket?
I will
Oh
piss
my
my
God.
pants. I will actually piss my pants. If I get to see that in real life, I will lose it. I will actually
Wow.
lose it, and I have to have a picture with him. If you're watching, please.
I'm
take a
getting.
picture.
I would, dude. Let me tell you that was such a big part of my childhood. Even before I played the games, I don't think I played my first Mortal Kombat until shortly after the movie, which was Trilogy,
Oh God, yeah.
where Infinites existed. But
That's a sick
Yeah.
again, such a big part of all of our childhoods was that movie, especially the first one, and his role was one of the most iconic from that first movie. If not, I would say the most iconic from that first movie.
I think so too.
Yeah,
What about Billy Madison's 3rd grade teacher?
Was that him?
So, Sonia?
Yeah, Sonia.
Yeah,
Billy
yeah.
Madison. That's
Bridget Wilson.
Veronica Vaughn. One
Yeah.
hot piece of
Bridget
ace.
Wilson Sampras. He was. Kirtakawa was also the villain from the movie The Phantom with Billy Zane, but I don't want to get into too many other things here.
That Veronica
Great
Vaughn.
movie anyway.
One hot piece of ace.
Is that Joshua Gray was talking about it earlier, where it completed 6 years of Mortal Kombat into a complete circle, bringing it all together.
Yeah.
And fuck, it's so good. That's all.
I can't wait. I'm a little upset that he's DLC though. That I have to wait.
I
that
know.
long.
I have to wait. I want to play him beside Cassie. But Jax is announced, so gonna play Jax again.
Everyone has their characters.
Also,
yeah. Don't know what it's like.
With these.
You don't know what it's like.
Wow.
You have Cassie and Sonya. Shut up, Jer.
Shut up, Jer.
Sonya's not my character.
Shut up, Jer.
Stop. Anyway,
I'm not even known as a Sonya player.
Tell him, KX.
What do you mean? 13th place God demo.
Yeah,
I knew
literally 2016 fucking combo breaker. Met you. You're fucking playing fucking Sonya.
First impression as a Sonya player. Imagine.
Crazy how you don't play Sonya ever. Wow.
Demo. Watch me throw grenades, my dude.
At least it's not as a Melina player.
Let me reload my neutral after I throw it at you.
Like a Melina player to some of us. That was my first impression on you.
I was a Melina player until I found my calling.
I mean, I was a Melina player until she sucked at MKX launch.
So were a lot of other people, Romana, but we won't get into that topic tonight.
Yeah.
Just a.
Anyways, Shang Tsung. I'm excited to see him this time because there should be way more advanced tech now to make him the coolest he's ever fucking been. Way cooler than MK9.
Also,
and the crypt.
Yes.
Let's give us young daddy Shang Tsung.
Please. No, I like the old Shang Tsung.
Old Shang's cool, but young is cool too. Let's get a fucking MK movie skin.
I think it's coming.
That'd be hype, actually.
I honestly think it's coming. Like Jack
it makes sense if it does.
Yeah,
you know what? I thought you made your bed. What the fuck is this?
What are you talking about?
Did too. He literally just pulled the sheet over.
Wait. Look at that. It looks great. What do you mean?
Like you have a dead body under it.
Listen. That's Paulo if I don't get Nightwolf, okay?
Well, then that's Paulo.
Dude, that is definitely a made bed.
Listen, don't say that. He's a family.
That's a comfy looking bed is what it is, actually.
You know damn well that bed is comfy.
It's very, very comfortable.
All right, so that trailer was for the Crypt and how Ed Boon described Kirtagawa's voice as kind of guiding you through a lot of things in the game, which is fucking incredible. I want to hear it all the time.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah. But the Crypt coming back is absolutely incredible, and I think that the Crypt's going to be bigger and better than ever because of the gear system.
Yeah.
And of course, it's probably huge, dude.
They can make it as big as they want, and
remember MKX's Crypt, how huge that was with all those different sections?
Dude,
it's going to be way bigger.
The games you had to play in it were cool too, like getting the different items and shit.
Fucking spider jump scares.
Yeah. God, those were the worst, man.
First one got me.
None of them got me quite like the spiders did, though. Like the spider jump scares hit way differently than like the guys that jump out of the blood.
Just think they hit way differently.
They hit way differently.
They did though, dude. I hated those so much.
And if you've noticed during the stress test and all the videos we've seen that you get multiple different currencies.
Yeah.
And it's all going to be all about grinding and going to the crypt and unlocking all these crypts because I think that's how they're kind of going to do the gear system. I don't know how it's going to be otherwise. If it's like buying boxes or something, I hope not. But it feels like the crypt where they could do that.
I think they said it wasn't boxes or anything. No microtransactions. I could be wrong, but somebody asked if loot boxes existed. And
yeah, I think they deconfirmed that, but I don't remember either.
But
Ed said there wasn't.
But if it's all done in the crypt, I think that'd be freaking awesome.
Yeah, that's
it will be. It will be.
Having the different currencies, just like in Deadly Alliance, is awesome because that was fucking cool. And I don't know if you guys have noticed this little Easter egg, but the medallion that appears in the middle of your combos up in the top left corner while you're comboing, it goes higher and hits. And the medallion changes colors, and it's like all the coins from Deadly Alliance.
Yeah, the higher it goes, the last color it goes is red.
Oh yeah, that's true, right?
Yeah, that's one of
that's
the,
sick.
that was one of the Easter eggs that I saw when I first
Yeah.
got my hands on it. Was that's
awesome.
a really cool callback because
I
I remember
never
the Alliance
really-
having the 14 different colored coins. Well, not 14, but it was 7.
It was a lot,
Yeah.
but
Wait,
I
what
never
did
really
somebody
saw it
in
as an
chat
Easter
say?
egg.
What did somebody in chat say? They deconfirmed something at C2E2?
They
Probably loot boxes.
The loot boxes.
Oh, okay, okay.
We'll see. I think it's going to be super cool. But they really knocked it out of the park with everything at C2E2.
yeah, C2E2 was by far the best reveal.
Yeah.
By the way, the last thing I'll say to it before we move on to the next topic, I'm not convinced that when Shannon did the noob mess up, I don't think that was a mistake.
Oh,
I think
no
they did it
way.
on purpose.
No,
No.
it's
no way you could screw that
it's
up.
an actual
No way.
slideshow of predetermined images that go forward or
Yeah.
backwards.
That's 100% that was a gimmick, but it was so hype that they did that. But how do you like show that and then go back to talking about anything else? Like,
Yeah.
there's
Well,
no way. Like,
here's the thing: were they going to use that image anywhere else? They didn't use that image anywhere else.
no,
Yeah.
literally didn't show it anywhere else because even like when they were switching, like I guess like people on the couch or whatever, they would just go to the C2E2 picture. They didn't show like a character as like, you know, the placement while they got set up.
But
So.
wasn't there an image after that image as well in her slideshow of another fatality render?
Yeah, it kept going on with the presentation.
I
think
if
so.
I remember correctly, we'll have to see.
Yeah.
We'll have to see.
Oh, shout outs too. Eric told me I think the person whose idea pitch was actually a dude that's in QA for the noob fatality. I think it was Jim O'Leary.
really good.
Shout out.
Yeah, shout out to
Shout
that
out
guy.
to Jim.
Where he comes
Jim,
out with the hands.
Jim,
Oh,
Jim,
that was
Jim,
so cool.
Jim,
What's up, Echo?
Jim
I
was a
love that.
Flash player from GGA. Like he would go to GGA play Flash and stuff.
Oh, is that where that came from? That chant?
Oh, Jim?
Yeah, the Jim. Yeah,
I
that's
was
Jim.
wondering what that was.
Oh wow,
Okay.
that's
Yeah.
that's that.
Okay.
Jim?
That's
Oh,
that
interesting.
Jim.
Yeah.
Okay, hold
You
on.
gave me a huge flashback
Alright.
right now.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's
right.
that Jim, dude.
One of the chants we kind of don't miss was the infamous Flash combo Jim chant. Damn you, DMS.
Yeah.
DMS doing
That's from the legendary Jim O'Leary.
Jim chant and calling out every normal in every Cassie combo in MKX.
Oh my god, it's back 1-2.
1-1-2, back 1-2, 1-1, 1-1, 1-1-2, 1-1-2, 1-1-2, nut punch. Sorry, DMS, I love you, but goddamn, I gotta blow you up
Dude,
for
what are you
those.
blowing the man up for?
Okay, let
God,
So unwarranted too.
it wasn't a.
No, it was warranted, but you know what I mean.
so the
That wasn't in the
babe,
goddamn schedule.
It wasn't in the
The
schedule.
beta.
DMS, I apologize. Love you.
beta.
Beta.
Beta,
So
beta,
this weekend
beta,
there's
beta.
two big things going on. Well, one goes with the other, and it's the Mortal Kombat 11 beta. Pre-order the damn game, everyone.
Yeah, I should
Put
get on that.
$5 down at GameStop and you get a freaking beta code. No
You didn't
excuses.
do that yet, Jer? What the hell's wrong with you, man? Anyways.
I've been out here playing PoE, brother.
Oh my god. Anyway.
I actually tried it, Jer, like the other day. It was alright.
That's fun.
It's okay.
I heard you have to
Yeah.
put in like I heard you have to put in like 60 hours just to get to a point where you're like, okay, this is good.
Yeah, it's too in depth for me.
For
I'm
what?
Not, I'm not about that for Path of
PoE.
Exile.
That's a good
Oh,
other topic. I'll get into Jer's DMs
Okay,
later.
plays that. Yeah, so beta, they're adding Cabal. They're adding Cabal and Jade. All right. So
Yes.
cool. I was
Okay.
expecting them to add a little bit more, but those are at least 2 hype characters to add. So.
I expected
Yeah, for
I expected at least the reveal characters like we talked about last episode, and we didn't get them.
Yeah.
No
I
Raiden,
was surprised.
No sub.
I was surprised we didn't even get Sonya. Yeah,
No
Sonya and
Sonya,
Sub.
No Sonya, no
Yeah.
sub, no Raiden,
Now,
Yeah.
no
there's
Geras.
I have a theory for this. Among like maybe they just didn't want to put him in, but like maybe they have intros for
I was gonna
dialogue
say.
that would be announcing characters that haven't been announced yet. And
Yeah,
instead of
okay.
cherry picking those dialogues out of this build, they just kept out the characters.
So to
It's very
actually to
possible.
go off of that, I was talking with Matt, and during the beta, if you like, this is before Shang was revealed. If you mirror Scorpion, one of the Scorpions says like something about Shang Tsung. Like I
Yeah.
know you're
I know
playing
what you're
Shang
talking
Tsung
about.
So like we kind of already got a glimpse of characters. So like maybe they don't want to put in somebody for a specific reason.
And
I
the other
also-
one was story spoilers, which they've already done once. We're not going to repeat that
Yeah.
for those that didn't get spoiled by that. But there was a huge spoiler in one of the intros that I really wish I didn't hear.
I
But
actually have
anyway,
no idea what you're talking
I,
about.
I actually don't either.
Yeah, I don't either. But
I'm not gonna say it.
Okay,
yeah,
then-
don't.
okay.
Tell me after.
I think too, just from a balance perspective, maybe they want to put in characters that they're maybe not 100% sure on yet, and they're not.
That makes sense.
Maybe Sonya and like Sub-Zero are two characters they think are actually really balanced, so they don't even want people to like really be messing with them right now in the meta. They're very confident, maybe, and maybe
It
it's
could be
like
a
these
bunch.
characters that they're bringing them back. There's still stuff that they want to test out with
Mhm.
meta interactions with each other, etc.
Also, real quick to touch on that, I have to give a shout out to Wasnator, who through like WB Australia got his hands on the game again, like this week, and was able to show us characters that we didn't get our hands on, which was Raiden and Sub-Zero. And I gotta say that the gameplay, Raiden didn't look anything crazy, and neither did Sub-Zero, but they didn't have as much time as we have had with those characters, like from the reveal and everything, and especially Ketchup and Mustard, who made Sub-Zero look kind of really strong. With combos, so but it was cool to get to see Raiden and Sub-Zero thanks to the guys down in Australia. So shouts to Wasnator. Check out his YouTube for that kind of footage to get a taste of how Raiden and Sub-Zero play in the nooch, as it were.
Well, then the other thing besides Cabal and Jade, I'd really like to see new stages. I got really tired of playing on the same two stages.
Just the two, yeah. Although
that were really not that interesting to me to begin with. Like, I just wasn't a big fan. I like the desert one. That was okay.
I like the music on the desert one, but I love the look of Shang Tsung's island just because it's nice to.
Yeah, I was trying to say that one.
Iconic
yeah,
place.
that one's really cool.
It was cool, but I think what it is too is that I really want to play on that Takunin stage like really bad.
Wasn't there a temple?
I just want to watch the
temple we just saw too?
There was a
I don't
few.
think it was the Takunin.
There's a few that came up, and I meant to bring this up when you brought up that stage. Is that during the first off, I want to bring up something real quick about the Kotal Khan and Jackie trailer. That was the best music I've heard in MK11 so far.
Agreed.
That was fucking fire. And I
Yeah.
really enjoyed what seemed to be like Khan's new arena stage, which is the Kotal Khan arena.
Yeah, that looks
so
cool.
good.
Yeah.
The horse carriages running around too.
Yep. Yeah, that looks amazing. Like Kotal Khan just hosting Gladium in Outworld to
so cool.
fucking appease the people. That's also a terrible leader choice, by the way. That's just like sports nowadays. If you guys do your history,
It's just hosting Mortal Kombat.
If you guys do your history on Rome, they did that just to distract the people about all the fucked up shit they were actually doing. So Kotal Khan might be doing some shady shit.
Maybe.
Purely based on there being gladiatorial games, but the arena was gorgeous. All the Aztec influence on the architecture in the background, gorgeous.
That cathedral stage have they showed that before the Noob Saibot trailer?
No, that was new as well.
And
yeah,
that
that cathedral stage. It looks like Shang Tsung, like it's a temple or something.
Yeah, there was also the one with all that kind of Japanese style architecture and all the
Right.
crazy spike things. It looked like something from Kung Fu Panda training. If you guys remember that.
I do actually. That's the sad part.
That's the only thing I can think of. I apologize, but that was gorgeous too. Yeah, all these stages.
I hope they give us an option to hear classic music in some of these stages.
Me too.
I would love to hear like the classic cathedral stage.
I would love for Codes to come back.
Yeah,
dude, you and me both, man. Like, it doesn't need to be like a bunch of codes, but like something like you put classic music in there. I thought zombie combat was kind of cool.
Paintball combat or some shit like
you
that.
You just explode when you lose, and it's kind of like no blood, and it's quick, but not
Armless
really.
combat,
one hit combat where we were down to 1%.
Oh god,
I used to get that by
awful.
accident. That was the worst.
When you play Freddy, yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, that was the worst.
I'm trying to think what else.
We could move on to the next thing, the E-League.
E-League, which is happening on Sunday, March 31st, 2 p.m. Eastern, where I don't know how much I want to give away.
You can't really give much away.
How much are you allowed to give away?
Yeah.
But
nothing's really been released. Like nobody knows what's going to happen yet.
All that's been released is what me and Ultra David have tweeted out, which is a link to the website, which gives away that it's 11 popular influencers, and this was back before I luckily and very humbly accepted the gig. When they first told me, I assumed it was just going to be 11 popular YouTubers and streamers that
Mm-hmm.
just had the biggest influence when they told me influencers, right? But it seems to be that it's more within the scene than even I realize. And I'll let you guys know that I have no clue who these 11 are yet.
I'm putting the link for the E-League
yeah.
website so you guys can take a look right now.
But the website says the communities, which lets me know that we may be seeing some familiar faces here, and I hope that we do. That's what I was getting at, is that I hope that it's more community guys. But I also have given praise to Warner Brothers for going outside of the norm, outside of the scene, and getting guys that have bigger reaches than we do to get newer people to get
for sure.
eyes on Mortal Kombat 11 and to potentially try MK11, get into the scene, build us up, baby.
Yeah, it's all about exposure for the game. That's why it's during a beta
Now,
anyway.
is this online or is it in?
This is online. It's going to be on E-League's Twitch, March 31st, again at 2 o'clock Eastern. 11 broadcasters duking it out in the beta, playing against random
We don't
people.
know.
There is no invite system. It says right there on the page, playing against random opponents, not each other. No invite system. Stop tagging NetherRealm. I got you guys' back.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
And they're going to be playing, and they're basically going to be trying to determine a winner based on that. It's just like an exhibition, and what's going to be cool is that these 11 people, influencers, I'm assuming that no matter who they are, it's going to be great entertainment.
For sure.
For everyone watching.
Definitely.
And with 11 people, you're going to get all the different characters, and it's going to be awesome. So
Yeah,
I'm
I
just
think-
super excited to be a part of it, and David, another guy that's been in our scene for a long time, is going to provide really good vocal
But
for the scene.
I'm
Oh, yeah.
happy also David's in there too. But
He's
oh
hyped
man,
on
this
it.
picture of yours, man, is as esports as it gets. Dude, you ever seen it on the website?
I have.
You scroll down, of course you have.
That was
Oh my gosh.
that was the Injustice Pro Series Season 1 finale, which was one of, but believe it or not, I never casted officially for like Warner Brothers or NetherRealm Studios until before my first event was East Coast Throwdown right before the Injustice Pro Series finale.
Mhm.
I remember that.
I wasn't involved at all with any of their shit. I was just doing my own thing and having a great time. So that was actually only my second event ever, like as technically a caster for them professionally. And yeah, that's pretty esports looking, because I was one of the few to dress up. Every other caster out there, step your fucking game up. Quit. God, I show up looking, I feel so overdressed at events. I went to the reveal in a full suit. Everyone looks like a gamer from GameStop. It looked like a giant GameStop in there.
All right, man. I'll wear a bow tie.
Thank you.
You got it. You're welcome.
Thank you.
I'm wearing my Pizza Friday shirt. Fuck
I
you.
was
Oh.
like, man, I feel so
Come on.
overdressed at all of
That's
these
true.
events. I show up.
Yeah.
I show up. to some-
I'll wear my my Versace robe next time.
Dude,
Dude.
oh, yo. Combo breaker, me and Juan are pulling up in the full fucking drip, dude. Just wait.
Dude, I show up.
Dude, another
I show up to
big
Evo, and I got KP in a PG shirt. My bad. I just smacked the Viper. I'm so sorry, buddy. You know, I got someone in their esports jersey. I've got ketchup and mustard and just like regular sweaters or some shit. I don't know. They dress like old
What
men.
they dress up?
I've got.
They dress like fancy older men.
I've got Arma in an arcade shirt. I've got like, damn it.
Hey man, just dress to impress, you know.
But
But you
yeah.
don't have, you can't overdo it sometimes, you know.
Is
You
it-
ever think of that?
Okay, so I'm not breaking NDA on this one technically, but
Be
for
very careful.
for the IPS season 2 finale, we had a meeting about what to wear, and it was crazy how the producer was like, these are our dress codes, and everyone needs to follow them to the T. And then he goes, Aqua, ignore what I just said. Just wear your just do your normal thing. And I'm like, first off, it was a little unfair, but I get it. It's my thing to dress up nicely and have aviators on. But it
I
was
mean, that's
crazy how
like
that
your
got-
stick. Yeah.
how it kind of broke everyone else's norm of. But that's how it is. Is that's helped me set myself apart. Is looking.
I'm
yeah,
gonna stick to my Pizza Friday shirt and Hawaiian button downs.
Yo, those were the
Gonna
days.
get me.
Those were the days.
Bro, rolling up to CEO with wearing that
Hey.
stuff was great.
happening.
Arma and I unintentionally had some coordination going on at ECT.
ECT, yeah, you guys did. It
Yeah.
was great.
He was
That
wearing
caught me
a
off guard.
He was wearing a blue blazer with a Batman T-shirt under it that was black, and then I was wearing a black blazer with a fucking Superman blue shirt underneath.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Actually.
And we did not plan this shit. It just worked.
I take full responsibility for.
That's so
I
sick.
think for the Blazers because I remember talking to both of you and you were like, I remember Arma specifically
I
was like,
black on slate black baby black blazer.
he was
Sure.
like, listen, I'm not gonna get shown up. Like Arma was sick of it, which is great. No, I was just kidding. But he was like, I'm wearing a blazer, bro. What color are you wearing? I'm like, I think I'm wearing blue, and he's like, all right, I'm bringing a blue one, or something like that. But Arma was like, I'm going professional at that event.
I
That was
respect
yeah.
that. Having that,
was a
all
great
those
event.
options to do that.
That was a
Good
fun
for
No,
you.
event.
Aquaman's gonna be in Atlanta on May 4th. What are you talking about,
Oh
Ghost
shit,
Bro?
I am.
Yeah, Aquaman is gonna be our special guest for the Earthrealm Dojo.
Yes, indeedy. I will be there, bringing every ounce of hype that the energy drinks give me that morning.
Yeah, we got and our event. I think we got some stuff in the works with Red Bull, so you'll definitely be energized.
I was hoping for Bang, dude.
Yo,
But-
shout out to Bang, dude.
Bang
I
is-
love
okay,
Bang. I love
okay,
Bang
hold on.
energy
That shit is
drinks.
crack.
Hold on.
dude.
There's someone in the chat that just had a bang earlier, and let me tell you guys, that is the best energy drink I've ever had in my life.
I love Bang,
Me
dude.
too.
They're so good.
I actually
They're great for pre-workout.
I actually DM'd them. They haven't got back to me yet. I'm trying.
All right, let's
I'm
get them
working
in
on
the
it.
FGC.
I'm
They can
working
kill
on it.
G Fuel.
Yep, kill G Fuel. I don't care. Give me
please.
bang with all your flavors. Rainbow unicorn. I don't give a fuck. Give me a.
Oh my god, dude. The root beer.
I like the sour heads. Ooh.
Oh, Sour Heads is the best, man. Anyways. Oh, Lemon Drop's good too.
Don't get us off
But-
track here, chat.
Yeah.
Well,
Fuck, what were we
that
talking about?
really. Well, we were talking about E-League, but there's really not much left to
Yeah,
talk about.
That's about it. You know, guys, just
Oh.
tune in Sunday 2:00, where it'll be the same as watching, one of your favorite influencers play the game, but you can watch it alongside of so many other influencers, So and you'll have myself and David kind of trying to sound professional while doing it. But
It's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to being able to see that.
it's gonna be a great
Same.
time. And also pre-order the game and play the beta yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
thanks.
Pre-order
Thanks
the
for
game.
reminder.
$5 down at GameStop gets you the beta.
Beta starts Wednesday at 11 a.m. Eastern.
Yeah,
Make
call
sure you're there.
I'm gonna be at work,
We got
man.
things to do.
Wait.
Rip.
Say that again, Big D.
11 a.m. Eastern
Boo, 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 boo.
in less than 2 days. So Wednesday, 11 a.m. Goes till Sunday at midnight Eastern? Question mark? I don't
Think
know.
so.
Probably 3 a.m. Eastern, right?
But man, oh man, are we not gonna have lives?
Oh no,
No.
I'm not even working Wednesday, and that was just by sheer luck, and that's my day right there.
I have plans
Phone
on
is
Saturday
off.
night.
Don't contact me. That's where I'll be.
The worst is it's my friend's birthday on Saturday, and I told him months ago I would go to his thing.
Jared,
Damn,
thank you.
crazy how you randomly get car trouble.
It's crazy
Wow.
how I'm actually gonna show up super late and then just leave.
Jared, thank you for coming to my birthday party on Saturday. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. I wasn't, gonna say it publicly.
Oh,
but-
it is your birthday on
On Saturday.
in a few days.
On Saturday, I'll just be streaming MK11 all day for my birthday. It's gonna be awesome.
Oh, I guess I'm going to your birthday party.
That's
so fuck
actually
it.
that's actually the best gift that I ever could have received. Was
Well,
was that?
I'll tell you what, man. Happy early birthday, because we're not gonna be doing another show for 2 weeks from today,
Yeah.
which is crazy.
Or
because
playing
2 weeks
Apex, crazy
today-
because MK11's coming out.
Well, that's also true. But 2 weeks from today is April 8th, and then 2 weeks after that, we'll pretty much have MK11.
We will. We're getting so close, guys. Everyone watching from home, we're getting so close. Oh, we get our second tease. All right. So just imagine the Monday after this one.
No,
Dude, the next few weeks are gonna be awful.
I've already felt post-event depression 2 times this year so far. I went on a cruise and had to go home, and then
Yeah, that was bad.
and then I woke up on the Monday, no MK11. I had to go to work. None of that was fun.
And now you
It's
gotta
gonna
get that
happen
one
again.
more time.
Sounds like a personal problem.
Not to mention, we get to play Cabal and Jade, and I'm definitely playing Jade the second I download everything.
You're not gonna
I
play
know you
Cabal?
won't. No,
I thought you love him.
I
Fucking-
will, I
That's a
will,
joke.
Fuck around up a Cabal.
I
I'm
will,
a
I will
fuck
be
around.
playing Cabal.
Sure, I will.
Yeah, I'm gonna
20
be
OU
playing
with
Cabal.
Jade.
20. Oh,
Facts.
Dude,
Jur,
you're the new PL, Jur.
Oh god,
Wow.
I didn't even say that.
Wow. I don't.
first of all,
I don't want.
If you get
First of all-
20 would
Wait
by
a minute.
Big D with his
I
Jade,
am-
though.
Wait a minute.
why would I get 20 owed by some scrub?
You're not,
dude?
but
What do
that's
you mean?
I'm
Some
making
scrub,
I'm making fun
bro.
of Rai. I'm making fun of him saying that, dude.
Sure,
Wow.
that's crazy. My 2 Evo medals are just shining in my light. Do you see
Wow,
that?
crazy.
Did
I
you
actually-
say scrub? Sorry.
You know what's you know what's funny though, because I actually don't see them. So
Oh,
He-
should I go
he
get them?
has-
I can
he
go get
has-
them real quick before
He
we-
has the ladies come over. He's like, "Do you see my
No.
EVA medals?" And they're like, "No,
That's
I just see that your bed's not made, dude."
I actually just show like girls my empty hand and say like I got 9th for like 2 years straight. So
Hey,
Ow,
hey,
dude.
quick shout out to Dragon for the host. That was awesome, man. Thank you, Dragon.
Thank you, Dragon.
Dragon
After
Warrior
Oh,
XIV. Thank you.
wait, I have to
It's
grow my hair
XVI,
out
dude.
the next
XVI?
day. Bro, my hair was long for 6 years. That shit is not happening again.
You're not gonna go back to long hair, dude.
Fuck no. That's crazy. You know how much maintenance that is, dude?
No, I
Didn't you always
don't.
get told your hair's pretty though?
Yeah, by every girl I've ever met, dude, and that's it. And I don't give a shit.
Wow,
Probably-
dude, I like.
probably
I
every,
love
probably every
compliments.
dude
You
you've ever met too. To be honest with you, Jerry.
Yeah, dude. Fuck
Yeah,
compliments.
I've
That's
told you
true.
that.
Yeah, but I don't. Who cares? It's just hair, dude.
It's
Dragon.
okay, dude. Now all the
Listen,
dudes tell you that you're cute, so that's all that
That's
matters.
true,
There
actually.
you go.
Right.
Dragon
And
says
I
that
still
the
want
short
it.
hair fits, Jer. Dragon says that,
Oh, thanks, Dragon, I love you.
which means a lot. In our
Wait,
community.
wait. Dragon, did that bump me up in the scale
Did
at
it?
all?
Please,
or
please. Are we? Can we get some higher ratings? That's what.
Yeah.
That's really what this is all
God.
about.
help me out.
It's all about getting higher ratings with Dragon. That's all that life is.
that's what I strive. It's what I strive for. Yo,
Why is
don't
the
go to
NRS
Kappa,
scene?
dude.
Y'all are
Listen,
violent.
okay. Amanda's getting brought into some shit here, but the entire NRS scene, from a male perspective, is focused around how good we look to Dragon.
It's true. It's
That's
actually that's not a
100%
troll.
facts. Like,
That
that's
sounds like a
real
troll.
shit.
It's not. It's not a troll.
Why,
not.
why am I, as a hetero man, more concerned with how good I look to Dragon than any woman I've ever met?
It's actually. I hate it because it's the truth. Though. Yo, then he hits us with the like. Yeah, you're like a 3, and you're
Yeah,
like, oh.
yeah, bro. You're like a 3. You're old and hairy.
I'm not even gonna go into my story because that's not for a stream. I'm not gonna do it.
You don't exist on the Dragon list.
I'm not. Dragon rated me a 3, and I've never been so shattered in my entire life.
I think I just like Dragon more than I already liked him. So
Shout out to all the 3s out there. It's
I
Shit
actually
happens.
don't remember what Dragon gave me, but it was bad. Like, I'm the opposite of Dragon's type, so I knew it was bad. I probably got it too.
I am too. Yeah, Dragon saved face. He's like, yeah, D, you're like a 3, but if you were my type, you'd be like an 8. I'm like, what do I do with that information? Like, I don't get anything out of it.
We just take it. And, I don't even know, man. I
Bruh.
think he gave me a 2, and then now like, okay. So again, this shouldn't be accurate as a hetero man, but why is how a man perceives me affecting like how I am with women? I'm like, I'm a 2.
that's-
I have no chance here.
It's because it's your homie. That's why
You're-
they give you
you're
the
just-
brutal
you're-
truth.
bro, come on, get with the program. You're a cis white male in 2019.
It's true.
You're fucked.
That's
I was literally dating someone at the time when Dragon rated me that, and I just had the lowest self-esteem for
it's
that.
crazy. we don't even understand, chat.
I'm like, you really just lie. Give me a 5 at least.
Brian makes
Bro.
games from NRS is in our chat right now, judging us out of a 10 as well. Yes, this is out of 10, Brian.
Try Dragon, you're not my type either.
Y'all walked in at a crazy time. Not my type either. Believe it or not.
Wait, what?
Okay. Anyways, enough of the dragon scale.
Anyways,
Yeah, thanks, pal.
thank you, Dragon, for the host, and I don't know why we brought that up, but that was a good time.
I always think of like no less than 6 stories whenever I see Dragon like show up in a Twitch chat.
It's true.
Like he's just one of those guys where there's just like so many memories with that
Guys,
kid.
Yeah.
I got okay. Dragon watched his first like Mortal Kombat movies with me. He like stayed with the K and I like because he was going to Combat Con, and he'd never seen the movies before.
Oh my god.
Dragon's like
Okay,
ignorant to pop culture.
I
That's not
believe that.
surprising.
So
though. That's not
Yeah,
surprising.
yeah, we actually believe that.
And yeah, and the best was when we were watching Annihilation, which is even the worst one, right?
He
and
probably liked that one better.
And Raiden like does his move like this, and all Dragon says was like, "Oh my god, he's gonna get punished. That's so negative on block."
God, I will never watch a movie with Dragon. I can't. I can't do it. I can't do it. Why is someone blowing me up from my bed? It's made. Leave me alone.
Why?
He's hiding a dead body in it.
Why can I see Dragon also in the same movie see bicycle kick and go meter burn it, meter burn it?
Dude, at the ESL finals, all we would do, we'd sit around a campfire and like literally play Ask Dragon if he's
Oh, 100%.
and like or if he. There was one time where they said Peter Parker, and at first he said who?
Yep,
God,
I believe
Dragon.
it.
And he was like, no, I know.
I refuse to make a reference around Dragon because of this, because of years of him not knowing. And that's just a fact.
No, he knew who you. No, you
No,
knew who
he
he was,
didn't.
but you at first were like, "What?" Because we were quizzing you so many things that you didn't know. It was great. That was like the best. It was Quiz Dragon.
Dragon, I promise you, in our notes for tonight's episode, we didn't have like a 15-minute segment. Just
No.
to
About
you.
Dragon.
That's
No,
just
no.
the person that you are. That we could just go
Yeah.
off. And just
But
like we could probably sit here for another 30 minutes and just roast you, but we won't do that to
Dragon,
you.
love you, buddy. Welcome.
Yeah.
And I'm glad to have Dragon back. For
Me
one.
too.
Also, can we talk about that? We get Dragon back in our scene.
I mean, he's my Evo champ.
Everyone.
Yeah. we officially take him back from.
What does that mean?
We officially take him back from the Soul Calibur community.
He's Rewind's
We
not
never
my Evo
remember.
No, that's
what that
crazy. That's actually crazy. That's
Rewind's not my-
crazy.
Rewind's
Why is
not my
Rewind
Evo.
your Evo champ?
Because we all went to Red Lobster for dinner, and he ordered food.
Did you get cheddar biscuits?
Sent it back, and then all he did was eat biscuits, and then he took 2 orders of biscuits back to his hotel room.
Oh, that's
all
kind
he
of
did.
fucked up. That's actually kind of fucked up, actually.
Yeah,
That
he's
sounds
not my
delicious.
he's not my Evo champ.
All right. That's fucked up.
And then you know it's bad when 2017 Aquaman main
Wait.
is in my heart more than Rewind is.
That's
Yeah.
that's actually pretty sad.
That's
Just
true.
saying.
Also,
That's true.
Hey, but to be fair, I took Dragon out for 5 guys, and this man's wasting food. Ordered his burger with a bun, eats just the meat, and threw away the bun.
Just
I
order
like-
it without a
Just order
bun.
it without the bun.
I watched Dragon wait 3 hours for a pizza delivery.
Who does that?
Yikes.
He ordered from Pequod's for this personal deep dish, and like they were about to close, and he had to call them, and they were like, "Yeah, we're on our way." It took them like 4 fucking hours to deliver this tiny little fucking pizza.
Dragon, you're actually a diva. That's crazy.
Crazy.
Fucking Delaware, dude.
Delaware, dude.
Dude,
Delaware
don't
thing.
fucking make fun of Delaware. I lived in Delaware once.
And
only good-
population 14.
Dragon, Dragon lives by this fucking thing too. That's in the south, like near the beach. That my friend Alec and I used to go to. That has this ice cream, and it's like some of the best damn ice cream. He also lives by one of my favorite places for donuts called the Fractured Prune. If you're ever in Delaware, go to the Fractured Prune
Because
Donuts.
that's what donut
There's-
places are called in
No.
Delaware.
Yes, it is.
No.
They're hot and fresh. They're
Listen.
amazing. They make them fresh, and then on top of that, there's
Wow,
also
so does
Surf
Krispy Kreme.
Bagel. They're also Surf Bagel.
Oh,
This
Surf
is wild.
Bagel has the best fucking bagels. Unless you're
That's
in New York.
really a
New York
shame.
would
They
have
have all
better.
these-
New York would have better bagels. But
That's a shame that that is what's coming out of Delaware. The
Well,
only thing,
It's
the
a
only
shame that
thing,
the best restaurants in Delaware
Dragon
are only
agrees.
going to be
Best
serviced by
donuts
like
ever.
14 people because no one else fucking lives
No.
there.
The
Crazy,
only
crazy how nothing comes
Listen.
out of there except for world champions, apparently.
no. The only thing good things that came out of Delaware besides Sonic and Dragon are 2
And Amanda.
bands
no, I'm
and
not from
Amanda.
there. It's okay.
Year the Knife and Four in Hands. Yo, listen to those bands. I don't care if you don't like metal or hardcore. Listen to those. That's the only good thing to come out of Delaware. Other than that, that's bumfuck nowhere.
Yeah.
Do you want to know all the times I've visited Delaware where to go somewhere else?
I
Wait,
can't even I can't even picture Delaware in my head.
Yeah.
You gotta drive through Delaware, and it's like 20 minutes, and you're just like, okay, I'm in Philadelphia now. Awesome.
My favorite comic book stores in Delaware. They're the best. Captain Blue Hen Comics. They're the best. If you're in Delaware,
Captain
you'll
Blue
be
Hen. Why is all your stuff named after stuff that's not even in the store?
Captain Blue Hen is the name of the Blue Hens are the University of Delaware football team.
It's a bird.
They're the football team. The Blue Hens.
I just busted your mouth.
So Captain Blue Hen Comics, but they're like the best comic book store. They're my fucking homies.
Prune.
But anyways,
here. This is the Prune. It's a donut shop. Thanks, Delaware.
Fractured Prune, dude. Go to the Fractured Prune. You won't fucking regret it.
Sick.
Or next time you go to a major that's like a Big E one, if it's like in Philly or something.
That's actually in Delaware. You're gonna find it.
Philly's really close to Delaware. Make Dragon drive you up a thing of Fractured Prune donuts. You won't fucking regret it.
All right,
They're
Dragon,
really good.
We're actually gonna hold you to this, low key, because donuts sound great.
One day we will actually try it, and we will be able to give our actual opinion on it.
They're amazing. Get the blueberry one. It has like powdered sugar all over it with the blueberry.
I do have a weakness for blueberry.
Ooh,
Yeah, it's like fresh. They're like hot donuts with like fresh blueberry glaze
use
and
that
like
ammo.
powdered sugar.
You want the way to my heart. Anything blueberry, dude. Salted caramel. I'm not gonna get into that, but
They have a salted caramel donut there.
Wait a damn minute.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
I like the toasted lemon coconut. It's like the donut with the lemon glaze and the shredded coconut fresh on top.
That sounds delicious.
Not even close to what I can eat for my diet, but yeah, that's great.
We are.
Anyways, so last part, right?
All right. I was gonna say we don't really have to get into it if you guys don't want to.
Yeah.
Let's not do that last part. Let's wait a bit.
Okay, because we're on a really good positive high.
Yeah. We're not gonna get.
We got the energy. We got the energy.
I guess we can say that there's drama in our scene, and that we're gonna let the positivity outweigh the negative and be positive here. And
look up the hashtag NRS community. Hashtag suck it.
Don't look up that hashtag. That might get you some shit.
NRS community helped me win, dude. It's all like people saying nice things about the community and how other people helped them So
look up hashtag make back one mid again.
Stop. Don't even
for some positivity.
No, you want a real hashtag? Hashtag keep Melina dead.
That's a good hashtag right there.
That's
a solid one.
Yeah.
That's nothing but positivity behind it, by the way.
Yeah, because it's just for the greater good.
For me, anyway, because I muted every single account that had Melina for MK11 in the fucking title.
Oh yeah, I muted all of them too.
Good luck doing your Melina roll into the Nether Realm that I've fucking banished you
to the fucking void.
The void, the fucking.
You wake up, ball roll your shit to the Nether Realm.
What was it?
Wake up, ball rolls
with the Zod, the fucking Phantom Zone. Yeah, enjoy it in there.
Oh my god.
But that's good. That's all we had. It was just that.
Yep,
so we went through everything pretty good. Everybody enjoy the beta. Again, Wednesday, 11 a.m. Eastern.
Yeah, pre-order the game.
Pre-order.
Don't think that you're just gonna get a code. Like, go get your own code.
Like everyone.
Oh, I mean, I didn't pre-order, so I took that as you were pointing it.
Oh shit! Well, like you
got another day to do
it. Puff Daddy was like vote or die, so it's like pre-order or die.
I'm turning my PS4 on now. I'm gonna pre-order it.
Nice.
Just make sure you all do that. Play till Sunday. Some of you guys are gonna be no-lifing it. Keep your eye out for more information on the E-League stuff.
The 11 influencers, I'm assuming, should go out via Twitter.
It's gonna be soon, right?
Within the next couple days, I imagine.
Either all at once, or maybe they'll just do it like a few at a time. I don't know how they're gonna do it, but be tuned into E-League's Twitter for that announcement as to who you're gonna see, and we're gonna see you guys in the beta. And hope you guys play it yourselves. If you guys can't play it yourselves, hope you guys.
What's your guys' tag so if people they know they're playing?
Mine's just my Twitch, just LTH_Big D if you happen to see me there. But if again, a disclaimer so people stop fucking DMing me, and I'm sure you guys all got it too. If I decline you, there's a 99% chance I'm looking for somebody. It's not personal. I'm not ducking. It's because I'm looking for someone. So I'm sorry if I decline you in advance.
Likewise.
Yes.
And vice versa. I'm sure everyone out there says the same thing, guys. If you get declined,
Right.
like you know, anyone can decline me, like Deoxys 4 times in a row, and I'll be like, Deoxys, you're a bitch. Quit ducking me. No, I pretty much know that he's looking for someone, and
Big
that's
decline.
obvious.
Guys.
I actually like that.
Yeah, if you decline me, I'm gonna drive down to Florida and punch you in the nose.
big ducking.
That's just not necessary. I would try not to decline you though. I would at least play a
Do
couple
not,
games.
don't decline the Anton.
Oh yeah, that's another. I probably if you didn't say that, I would not have recognized.
Yeah,
it.
nobody
I
will
never-
recognize mine.
Yeah.
Yep,
I have a
not at
hi-
all.
it's technically like having a Heidi account.
Maybe I'll just make a Heidi so people leave me alone.
That's the best, dude. Just been
Yeah, I
playing
might
on
actually
Heidi.
do that.
That's it, guys. Incredible stuff. We're going to see you guys this weekend for the beta and a few more weeks until MK11 is dropped. Combat Cast this Wednesday sometime.
I think,
at,
maybe?
at some point. We're not 100%
Are they doing
sure.
one during the beta?
I believe that they are. Not 100%
I don't-
sure.
I have no idea.
But supposedly getting 2 more characters, so it's going to be fucking awesome. Might be the 3 to 4 that we saw today during the story trailer. We don't know. We're going to check it out. Those guys have a great time. Can't wait until that. Do you guys have any closing thoughts on the night?
No. Thank
Pre-order.
you guys for tuning in.
Buy the game.
Just buy it. Just
Yeah, buy the
spend your money on
fucking
MK11.
game.
Thank you.
Yeah,
pretty simple instructions there. And then we'll see you guys 2 weeks from today. 9 p.m. Eastern, as we always do.
Use code New Outworld Order so we get a cut of every unit sold.
God, I wish.
I should probably email a certain someone to be like, hey, can we get a code and get a cut? Thank you.
I
But-
mean, you're the only one with that kind of power, dude.
Yeah,
Make it
dude.
happen.
With those
You're sitting
connections,
here
you know.
slacking. To be honest with
Listen. This is Summon E-League me now. I'm going esports. Fuck this humble shit.
you. You've already been esports. Leave me alone.
Listen, I sold out long ago. No one knows this though. Anyways, guys, this was an incredible episode. Thank you to everyone who watched on Twitch. Thank you to everyone who's going to watch this on YouTube. You guys are awesome. I finally made it into a playlist today because I was not lazy for 5 minutes. And
By
so,
the way, by today he means 5 minutes before he pressed live on
Literally.
OBS or whatever he uses.
Literally. But thank you guys for watching. We'll see you 2 weeks from now, where we'll have more beta impressions, more characters to talk about, and can't fucking wait, to be honest with you.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. It's going to be sick, man.
All right.
Just got to get through tomorrow.
Just then we're getting to the beta.
Then we're good.
Hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys like what you see, follow, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and we'll see you next time here from all of us here at the New Outworld Order.
Take care.
Hey.